All right, honors. Again, you asked for it. Here's your extra parallel and perpendicular line problem. So it says find an equation for the perpendicular bisector of the line segment whose endpoints are 3, 5, and -9, -1. So I just want to draw a simple picture over here, right? So I have a segment, right? Let's just revisit some things. Say this is my segment, right? So what is my perpendicular bisector going to look like? Well, it's going to go through my midpoint, and it's going to be perpendicular to me. So there are two parts to this construction, or that's this problem. First is the midpoint, right? So find the midpoint. And secondly is the a perpendicular line, So let's do the first part, which is the midpoint, okay? So let's call this x1, y1. Let's call this x2, y2. The slope, the midpoint formula is x1. So this is my midpoint formula, plus x2 divided by 2. y1 plus y2 divided by 2. That is -6/2 and 4/2. So your midpoint is going to be -3, 2. So that is the point you're going to use in point slope form. Okay? And now, that's the bisector part. So now, to get the perpendicular part, and I'll change colors, now we need to find the slope between these 2 points. Now, I know I talked about slope is rise over run. I did not introduce or emphasize this formula. So slope is y2 minus y1. Change in y over change in x. So I already have my points labeled as x1, y1, x2, y2. So just plug them in. So that's going to be -1 minus 5 over x2, -9 minus 3. That is going to be -6 over -12. That simplifies to 1/2. So that is the slope of this line. The slope of this line is 1/2 that these 2 points are on, the segment. I need the opposite reciprocal slope. So this is positive, so my slope is negative. This is 1/2, so I will do 2/1. But again, I don't need the 1 in the bottom, so my slope is -2. And now I simply use point slope form with this point and that slope. So I'll write what I have over here. Let me do it in purple. So I'll write it here and then I'll do it over there. So I have a point at -3, 2. And I have a slope of -2. Okay? So let us do the work here. Okay? And I will do that here. So we're going to use point slope form. I'll write it just for emphasis. So y minus y1 equals m parenthesis x minus x1. So remember that this point is my x1, y1, not the ones in there. This point. So y minus 2 equals -2x minus -3. Minus minus is plus, so make sure you change that sign. So we have y minus 2 equals, distribute the -2 on the right side, -2x minus 6. This lag, man, geez. And then we're going to add 2 to get y all by itself. And this should be the equation of your perpendicular bisector, -2x minus 4. Okay, so we're going to type that in. Y equals -2x minus 4. And let's see. It's a lot of work to be wrong. I'd hate to be wrong. So notice I'm going to put y equals -2x minus 4. Cross our fingers. Oh yeah, green check mark. And just real fast, I'm sorry if this takes a long time, but I want to go ahead and graph this and show you what it looks like. So 3, 5, -9, -1. So in my graphing calculator, all right, watch what I'll do. I will use a table to put the 2 points, 3, 3, 5, -9, -1. I'll hold over the green to create the line. There we go. So that's my segment. And then I'm going to input my equation, which was y equals -2x minus 4. And look at that, right? That's a great picture. There's my perpendicular bisector. Awesome. Okay. Just for you honors because I love you. All right. Have fun.